And welcome everybody to my channel, cooking channel, yet again. We are still in lockdown in South Africa, so we have a lot more time to do these things. I have the family around, so excuse the little one, or my wife for that matter, but we're having fun. So on the menu today we have Portuguese steak already marinated in lemon, garlic and bay leaves. That's all it is, nothing else there. We got the rice going. Well, we're going to start making the onions and the parsley, which I don't have coriander, so as you well know, I always make and use what I have. So onion and parsley, this is what we're going to be using now. So that goes in there just like that. I'm going to take a little bit of the parsley already, because parsley takes a little bit longer to cook than coriander does. So I'm going to start with that. Let's get a spoon to stir this whole thing. Let's get started. So the sauteing process has begun. This is what gives the excellent aroma in the house every time you go to any Portuguese home. I often put a little bit of olive oil in the pot as well, even though the rama should suffice. So just a fraction of that. There you go. Just a tad. And this is perfect to get the rice fried initially. And once everything is nice and sauteed, we throw the rice in, but we start throwing in the water as well. So the carrots have to be prepared. I have to still do the carrots, and that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, so you'll note, let's get some focus here. There we go, sorry about that. So the onions are now nice and blonde, as the Portuguese call them. And this is the ideal time to throw the carrots in. And here we go. We're going to throw those carrots, about 2 carrots, 2 small grated carrots. And at the same time as I throw those in, as you see, it gets a little dry. So we're going to get some water. Throw that in there. Just a fraction, otherwise we're going to lose the heat. And this is just going to heat up a little bit before we throw the rice in. Now I'm going to start getting this pan ready for the steaks. So I'm going to start heating that up too. Not too hot, so I don't make mistakes. This is difficult to hold the camera and cook at the same time. So there you go. So as that starts heating up, we can then fetch the rice. Now the one thing that you keep hearing me say is I cook what I have, I use what I have, and like today I don't have coriander, so I'll use the parsley. And there goes the rice. So the rice now gets a bit of a fry before I throw the rest of the water in. This just excites the rice to open up and creates a little bit of a toasty taste to it. Fried rice is a bit different to just boiled rice. So there we go. It's certainly got the color, it's got the taste. I haven't put garlic. Some people put garlic in the rice. There's no need for that. But you certainly need to put the salt, which I am going to do now. Just a pinch of salt like that. You don't want to over salt it because for obvious reasons. And there you go, that's that. And now I want to start adding the water. There we go. not too much, and allow the rice to cook all on its own. Now initially the temperatures are nice and high, but as I start getting the right amount of water in, I start turning the heat down. In the meantime, this other pan is now ready for the steak. Now for the steak it's a little bit different. I always put a little bit of rama as well, but this time I'm going to limit myself to olive oil for the frying process. There we go, liberally, as I always do. We all have our own ways of doing things, and there's the steak. So we now need to get those into the pan. Let's get the temperatures a little up and turn the rice down to the correct temperatures because it's already heating up. So I'm just going to throw some more water in there. Now this rice, I promise you, carrot rice, this is something I learned from my own mother, and everybody in the house loves it. So here we go, a little bit more water. Rice needs water, so I'm going to close that and start with the steak. Okay, steak number one. There we go, a little bit too much heat. There we go. Way too much heat. The last thing you want to do is sprinkle and splash all over the stove, which I've just been cleaning. And there we go. And let that fry. Now remember, these are pre-marinated, so you're watching the process of something that's been already overnight. This has been in the fridge overnight with the lemon, the garlic, bay leaves and salt. And we're going to cut the video here and edit it so that you can see the final process. Once it's all done, the rice is going beautifully. Just needs to heat up some more. You have to jiggle the temperatures around a little. Don't want to overcook it. There we go. Although in some instances excessive heat is used in some restaurants that I've learned, we're not going to do that here. So remember, this does not have a sauce, and if anything it has the olive oil. That's what we'll use, if any, for the meal. So the rice is a carrot rice, so it's not a dry rice, it has a bit of a humid texture to it, and that's how it all comes together, which I will show you in the end.